What's up, y'all? It's your man Earl. It is late. Well, not that late, but it's late Wednesday night. Just leaving the bookstore. Thought about doing a video in the bookstore. We finally got the sound system back going, and it's functional now. We hadn't had the sound system on since we had the fire December 16th. So once again, we believe in creating content worthy of individual sewing. So if you want to be a part of the rebuild, if you believe that the content that we are creating is worth sewing into, please check us out on our GoFundMe, which is the theFigTreeBookStores Fire. If you want to give to us directly, you can go to cashApp. We have a cashApp set up called theFigTreeBookStores, which is our retail cash app. Feel free to sew, feel free to give. We are so grateful of individuals who are partnering with us, who are sewing into our marketplace ministry. Once again, day 8. We just came off of a 5-day series about the top 5 things that you can do to immediately change your life. I want to recap really quickly. You can go back and look at the older videos from the top of the year already. Number 1 thing you need to do if you want to change your life immediately is learn how to meditate. The number 2 thing you need to do if you want to change your life immediately is do the dirty work, otherwise work on self-development. The number 3 thing that you need to do if you want to change your life immediately is write down the vision. The number 4 thing that you need to do to immediately change your life is seek wise counsel. The number 5 thing you need to do to immediately change your life is learn how to execute. And today is day 8, Wednesday, just leaving the bookstore. The CEO's in the back seat, knocked out. We're in the parking lot right now, but ready to head to the house. I want to give you this. It's all in the mind, you guys. You're going to have to learn to develop to control your mind, control your thoughts. I'm going to give you 3 quick things to help you master your mind. And mastering your mind is not even the end goal. We want to get to that place called superior performance. But if you want to go to another channel that we have, Deuces Wild 22, you'll even find some more materials there. But today, for the Fig Tree Bookstores fundraising, first 90 days in 2020, we're going to talk about tonight, very quickly, very briefly, how to master your mind in 3 steps. How to master your mind in 3 steps. Now, does it take 3 days, 3 things? No. I'm giving you the top 3 things that you need to do to learn how to develop mastering your mind. Now, to get to my notes, the number 1 thing that you need to realize in mastering your mind is that you need to retrain how your mind is wired. I'm going to say it again. You need to retrain how your mind is wired. Some people will call it, you're going to have to learn how to rewire your brain. That's pretty complicated, so let's just stick with this one. You have to retrain how your brain works. I'll give you a quick synopsis, a quick concept. Okay, the older you are, the more your thoughts are already pre-wired. And what happens is once things are triggered in your brain, your whole thought goes from 0 to end. Now, what do I mean by that? That means that something can happen to you slightly, but then it causes you to think the worst at the end of it. So if you're going to master your brain, you're going to need to understand that there are triggers that take you far beyond the situation, and that's why you have anxiety, that's why you panic, that's why you have fear, because the situations are not even as bleak as they appear to be, but because something triggered your old thought process, now you go to the nth degree or the 10th degree, or you go to catastrophic events in your mind, and you think now everybody's against you. So the number 1 thing you need to realize is you need to realize that you have a thought process already that oftentimes is not productive for you, and you need to retrain your mind, aka you need to rewire how your brain works. Okay? It's the number 1 thing, and all of us have this. I constantly revisit this idea. Why? Because I'm 46 years old, and I have lived almost half a century, and so I have certain experiences that if I'm not careful, I will take that thought all the way out, even though it is not even that detrimental. Number 2 thing you need to do to learn how to rewire or master your mind is make peace with your mind. Otherwise, make peace with self. You need to learn how to make peace with self. What do I mean by that? Stop beating yourself up because of the mistakes you made. Okay? A lot of us have low, poor self-image because we are constantly chewing on poor decisions, poor thought processes, poor outcomes that we made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 20 years ago. And so our mind is paralyzed to success. We do what's called self-sabotage. When things are going well, we will create havoc. We will create foolishness. We will make a ratchet decision that causes us to hijack our own future. So you must make peace with your mind, aka make peace with your mistakes. You can't change the past, so quit reliving your past. Okay? And then the final piece is you must meditate on 1 and 2. So you must learn how to meditate on rewiring, rewriting your brain patterns. You must meditate on, how do I forgive myself? What do I have to do to finally reconcile with self and maybe even reconcile with others so I can move past that? Last point, meditate on the first 2. And I'll give you a scripture that is a principle of meditation. Philippians 4:8 says this: finally, brethren, finally, sisters, for my ladies that follow us, whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of good report, if there is any virtue and if there is anything praiseworthy, meditate on these things. So day 8, Wednesday night, just leaving the bookstore, started getting the cleanup process kicked off. Meditate on 1 and 2. So meditate on rewiring your brain. Meditate on learning how to make peace with self, aka make peace with the mistakes that you've made. Because we constantly chew on our failures, but we do not program ourselves, if you will, with positive thoughts about moving forward. This your man Earl, day 8. Top 3 things that we can do to master our mind. Peace.